The Maricopa County Sheriff's Office uncovering an illegal marijuana dispensary in one South Phoenix neighborhood. It was found inside Corporate Smoke near 16th Street and Southern. Police seized weed, mushrooms, and other drugs along with 4 guns. They also confiscated more than $35 grand in cash. Corey Cashman and James McCoy were found inside of a hidden room with drugs and money. Elisa Simpson was also arrested. She's suspected of overseeing the entire drug operation.
A woman is arrested on suspicion of stabbing her boyfriend to death at his apartment in Glendale. Officers took 24-year-old Rayanne Antonio into custody. They say that she stabbed 29-year-old Nathaniel Yardley multiple times during an argument last night near 51st Avenue and Northern. Paramedics took him to the hospital where he later died.
A suspect who caused a West Valley Elementary School to go into lockdown is now in custody. Thompson Ranch Elementary just sharing that update.
Yeah, this was a scary situation out there this morning. That's when staff members say they saw a man who was possibly armed with a gun trying to break into a building on campus. And in the end, that intruder was chased off and ran away. Again, we've learned he has just been captured. But police did arrest 3 people, parents, in fact. Fox 10's Nicole Garcia has the latest on the investigation.
The good news is that all the kids and staff, they're all safe. No gunshots ever went off on campus at all. Police say that the armed man tried to break into a door that was locked, so he didn't get into the building at all. Rather, police say it was locked down that was difficult for many parents, and police ended up arresting 3 parents. 3 different law enforcement agencies responded to Thompson Ranch Elementary School Friday morning after they received a call from a staff member saying a man who appeared to be armed was trying to get inside the campus. Parents were notified of the situation by a recorded phone message from the school, and students with phones called their parents.
She said we're in lockdown, and she was freaking out because she couldn't find her other sisters.
The campus went under lockdown as officers searched for the armed suspect. During the lockdown, El Mirage police say several parents tried to force their way onto campus to get their kids. A total of 3 parents were arrested. 2 were tased by officers. As a result, one of them was taken by ambulance to a hospital. One of the parents was armed and is facing a weapons charge as well.
We were holding the campus in a lockdown state at that point in time. In other words, protocol states that we are not going to let anybody on campus in. Parents need to understand that when the school's on lockdown and law enforcement's on scene, nobody's going to be allowed on campus.
After several hours, the school was deemed safe and the students were released directly to their parents. Some kids described the lockdown as chaotic and terrifying.
I had to go back into the library, and all you could hear at the end was kids screaming because they heard something. It was pretty scary in there, and then we stayed in there for like 2-3 hours.
Nicole Garcia, Fox 10 News.
The SUV, we've been telling you about this story all morning, stolen during a shooting and carjacking in front of a Target store in Peoria, appears to have been found. So these are live pictures, 34th Street in Shea. And this looks like it's in that area right in the Phoenix Mountain Preserve, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks like this is in one of those neighborhoods where it's like a parking lot or an area where you can park to hit the trails. So a silver Toyota RAV4 found abandoned. The license plate matches that of the missing vehicle.
Actually, that looks like a 4Runner to me.
Yeah, it is a 4Runner.
Yeah.
Which is the vehicle they were looking for.
Yeah.
There's a big police presence in this area. And let's take a look here. The car was stolen from a Target near 91st Avenue in Northern yesterday. Police say a young man was leaving the store when another man walked up to him. An altercation broke out. The victim was hit in the head and then shot in the leg. So that man was taken to the hospital.
And it looks like you can see they've got a whole bunch of little evidence cones out there. So I don't know exactly what they're seeing. We didn't, I can't imagine there was a shooting in that area. A lot of times you see those little evidence cones because there's shell casings and things. But obviously investigators are there at the scene. 34th Street in Shea, they have found that car. So you would think that shooter probably drove the car there, abandoned it, and got out of Dodge. So they're still looking for him. And this was, the strange thing was, this wasn't like 2 people who got together to sell something or something like that. These are strangers, right?
Yeah,
it was a total strange encounter.
It was. At a popular spot in the West Valley. It was this Target store parking lot off the Loop 101 and Northern. So it's pretty popular location, very busy. What detectives believe is that this was a random carjacking. It's not like they knew one another. but you can see that live image there from Skyfox on the left-hand side of your screen. So they have found the vehicle. Of course, the investigation continues, but you can bet maybe, Troy, they're going to, check out some of the Ring cameras and surveillance video if they can of any of those big homes there along this area near the trailhead.
Right. I mean, but who knows? That person could have jumped out. It's
a
weird
different
how it's
car.
just kind of right in the middle of the street, right? They didn't park off on a curb, or maybe they met somebody, or maybe they just took off in the Phoenix Mountain Preserve.
That's true.
All right, so we'll continue to follow this story for you throughout the morning, and we'll have updates for you throughout the day here on Fox.
Chandler police are hunting for a man who lured a boy from his bus stop and assaulted him.
Yeah, tonight, parents and residents still in shock about this. Fox 10's Irene Snyder live now with more on what happened. Irene?
Hey, Christina and John, good evening. Police just releasing more information about the incident today. They say it happened back on July 29th, a few weeks ago. This boy was around 7:30 in the morning. All he was doing was just waiting for his bus stop when it happened. Police are searching for a man accused of luring an Island Elementary School-aged child away from his bus stop and assaulting him.
I wouldn't think that something like that could happen so close to home.
This happened in an apartment complex off North McQueen Road and Warner Roads in Chandler. According to a statement from Chandler police, the boy told them this man took him to another area of the complex to assault him. He describes the man as being white or Hispanic with dark hair and dark eyes. He was driving a black golf cart, wearing a dark blue or black shirt. Maintenance staff in that complex wear the same type of clothing. People who live in the area with younger siblings and kids of their own say they're concerned.
I got 2 brothers and a little sister, and they walk to school back every day, and it's just crazy.
I can't believe that. I mean, I have a 6-year-old daughter, so I mean that just breaks my heart that would happen to somebody that small, especially.
The school also releasing a statement to parents in response to the incident, informing them about what happened and adding that the safety of their students is top priority. And this man is still out there. Anyone with information is asked to contact Chandler Police. Reporting live, I'm Irene Snyder for Fox 10 News.